Hi, now a few months ago I made a video on Patrick Mahomes, what he can do, what I thought he'd be able to do with this offense, and I thought he would be good, but I didn't think he'd be this fucking good. Holy shit, but like he's using everybody and he hasn't even really used Kareem Hunt yet. That's the scary part. And in the video before I mentioned on how if he can just be smart with the ball, he'll be way better than Alex Smith because he's going to be fucking ripping that shit everywhere. And obviously, 5 touchdowns a game is not sustainable. He's not going to be this amazing. But if you're the Chiefs, you're like, holy fuck, finally. Someone who's not going to fucking be afraid of slinging that shit in January. And another thing, obviously, the Chiefs start off amazing every year. Like, this is just what they do, because Andy Reid is such a fucking genius at game planning. He's amazing off a bye week. He's amazing in week ones. He knows what he's doing, but it's week 7 and on where I'm going to start to really pay attention to Patrick Mahomes, see what he's doing, because obviously you have to be fucking good to do what he's done so far. He's thrown the most touchdown passes in the first 2 weeks ever. That's not like an age thing. That's just ever. Like, better than Manning, better than all those guys. And, you can just tell he's got so much confidence and he can just do whatever the fuck he wants because he's got such a gift. But pump the brakes if you're thinking he's Aaron Rodgers, because this is the Chiefs. They do this every year. They beat the fuck out of the Patriots last year. And then they were like 5-0, I think, beating like good teams. They beat Houston in Houston. I know they beat They beat the Patriots. Then they beat Philly. Then they beat like the Texans, and they beat a bunch of fucking good teams. And obviously that roster is loaded on offense, at least. Defensively, they're not what they were a few years ago, but Barry's still going to come back. That's obviously going to help a lot. You still got a decent defense at best, but they really need to solve what's going on there. Marcus Peters, that hurts. That fucking hurts. But, man, you don't really need a defense if you're scoring 48 points. So, I don't know. It's not sustainable, obviously. But if he can be half of what he has been now, that's still 3 touchdowns a game. So I think he's going to be good. I didn't really know much about him before he was drafted. All I knew is he was the guy with the cannon, but this guy is not just a guy with a cannon. He can fucking play. He knows what he's doing out there. He's not an idiot. And one last thing before I finish this. Like, why are teams so hesitant to just let a guy learn the system for a year? Like, why is that so fucking rare these days? Like, Patrick Mahomes, he's not like a guy like Goff or a guy like Trubisky who, didn't play the first few games and then they just throw him into the shit show fire. No, Patrick Mahomes was in a well-oiled machine. He saw, all right, what does Alex Smith do every day? What do they, get used to everything. They gave him a start in week 17, give him a little taste of what it is so that he can prepare for it for the whole off season. And then all of a sudden, he comes out on fucking fire. And you saw the same thing with Goff, but he had a little bit more time the year before. But he sucked the year before. And then he just fucking came out so confident because he knows what to do. Why are teams so afraid of doing this? I think Baker Mayfield should definitely do it. Don't start him until week 17. You need that guy to learn that playbook in and out, and then he'll be amazing like Patrick Mahomes has been.